Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Cheers here, bringing you some more Go Battle League battles. Today we're hopping into the Ultra League. Apologies for the lack of content, work has just been a bit crazy. Today I'm running a team of Shadow Ampharos for a safe swap of either VIRIZION and Cresselia, depends what comes in. My Ampharos is having Thunder Punch as well as Brutal Swing. Cresselia having extended movesets as well as VIRIZION. This is a team suggested by a member of the community by the name of Veolin. He's doing quite well with it. Let's jump into this battles. First matchup, we have a positive lead. We have Ampharos against Charizard. He switches out into a Blastoise. This is good for me. I charge up to a Thunder Punch and then switch out. He's now going to throw a charge move. I know whatever the Blastoise does throw won't do much damage. He throws a Hydro Cannon. Gonna go straight for this Grass Knot. Let's see if he does shield it. He no shields it on his side. He's now gonna throw another charge move. Let's see if this is the Hydro Cannon or is it either Ice Beam or Skull Bash, but it is another Hydro Cannon. I can survive. I charge up a bit extra and I make a slight misplay here. I actually managed to CMP tie, which is not good for me. Now gonna throw the Grass Knot, assuming that the opponent would want to win switch here, and he does. He actually ends up shielding. Gonna throw another Grass Knot. Let's see if the opponent does want to go 2 shields down, and he does want to go 2 shields down to which switch. That's not bad for me. I'm gonna come in my VIRIZION here and look to farm down. So if Charizard does come in, I can just Stone Edge it. He actually throws a bait of a Hydro Cannon. I do shield it. In the back he's got actually Meganium. This is good for me. Meganium having Earthquake and Frenzy Plant, not going to do damage to VIRIZION. He actually switches out now into Charizard. Going to go straight for the Thunder Punch here on my Ampharos. This should barely take it out, but if I do at least 2 more Volt switches it will, but I actually end up throwing, so I don't have to shield. And I think the opponent now sees that this is GG's. Very well played there. Next match, Ampharos against Cresselia. This is somewhat a good matchup for me. Brutal Swing does do super effective. I'm gonna throw the first one here. Look like it was a CMP tie there. The opponent no shields it. I tried to switch out, but actually it was a CMP tie. Let's see, gonna shield on my side is the Grass Knot. Gonna throw another Brutal Swing here. Let's see if the opponent does want to shield on his side, and he does want to shield. Gonna do a Volt and try to switch out, but the opponent doesn't throw. He actually comes in now with a Pidgeot. This is not so bad for me. At least my VIRIZION gets to avoid it. Gonna throw the Moonblast. Opponent does shield, knowing the first one does more damage than the other ones. He's gonna Feather Dance me for sure. I know shield it. I know Cresselia is quite thick. Gonna go for another Moonblast here. Let's see if the actually opponent got no shields left. As you can see, barely does any damage there. Opponent gonna throw another charge move. I'm gonna no shield, knowing that it's gonna be another Feather Dance. Definitely will Brave Bird the next one. I think he's just waiting for me to get in range. Gonna throw the Moonblast. Look at that, barely nothing. Feather Dance, such an OP charge move. Opponent now going to throw a charge move here. I know shield, it is the Brave Bird, and I get to the Moonblast there. This should bring it quite low or take it out, because now his defense is dropped and he takes it out. This is good for me. At least now I can keep the alignment. Opponent gonna come in now with the Alola Ninetales with Powder Snow. I swap out, not allowing him to farm me down. Let's see if there is a misplay on my side there. Opponent now gonna throw a charge move. I know this is the Weather Ball. I know shielded on my side. Gonna get to another one, but he actually switches out into his Cresselia. I shield this one here because I know that VIRIZION doesn't have a good matchup against Cresselia. Gonna go straight for the Brutal Swing, and it barely takes it out. Opponent has to throw a charge move, or else I will be able to farm down. If the Grass Knot does take me out, I'm going to come in my VIRIZION here and look to farm down. Let's see if the opponent does get to a charge move. Should have actually maybe tried to catch her, but if he doesn't catch, he might get extra energy. He does throw the Moonblast, does a decent amount of damage. Now I do have one Stone Edge ready to throw against the Alola 9. Let's see if this is good enough to take it out, and he does take it out, and that's GG's. Very well played. Then into the next battle, we got Ampharos against Gliscor. Not a good matchup for I can say Ampharos because of the resisted Volt switches. At least Brutal Swing does do a decent amount of damage. Cresselia also can handle the Gliscor, but if he gets a boost with a Night Slash, then it's bad. Penalty. VIRIZION doesn't want to see this Gliscor. Gonna throw another Brutal Swing here. Let's see if the opponent does shield it. He actually does shield on his side. Gonna throw one Volt Switch and catch. Let's see if the opponent does throw the Earthquake or the Night Slash, and it is actually the Night Slash. You can see it does very little damage, but if it is boosted, definitely will start chunking the Cresselia. No boost on his side, another one, and no boost again. I just need to get to this Grass Knot and should take out the Gliscor. He's gonna throw another Night Slash, no shield on my side. Gonna throw the Grass Knot. So let's see if this should take out the Gliscor. Barely does. Does he get to another charge move? And he does get another charge move. Gliscor very OP there with the wing attack buff. In the back, he's actually got a Wall Rain. This is good for me. All three of my Pokemon does do decent against Wall Rain. Gonna throw the first one. Yeah, I'm thinking I made a mistake. I should have actually tried to swap out so he doesn't land to farm me down. He's now gonna throw a charge move. This is definitely Icicle Spear, but guess what? He throws the Earthquake and I must read it there. Now he's got Wall Rain against VIRIZION and another Pokemon. Gonna throw this charge move. He actually shields it. I definitely need to shield on my side because Icicle Spear do a decent amount of damage. Gonna see if I can get to the Sacred Sword before, and he actually does a perfect swap into Cobalion. I'm quite lucky he's got Cobalion in the back because I can do super effective with my charge move as well as my fast move. I see my win condition here. I need to have at least 2 Sacred Swords ready to go if I want to win this move, so I build up to the double. Gonna throw the first one. This should be enough to take out the Cobalion, and guess what? I can now throw the next one, and this should take out the Wall Rain and should be GG's. Very well played. Coming to the next battle, we got Ampharos against Pidgeot. This is a dream lead. The opponent now switches in Cobalion. I come in with VIRIZION. I know that this is a good matchup for me. Gonna look to at least come out with a Stone Edge here, so I can at least throw it against the Pidgeot. Opponent throws now a charge move. I know whatever he throws, not gonna deal much damage to me. There's a Sacred Sword that done very little damage. I don't know if he undercharged it there. Maybe a mistake play on his side. Now gonna try and build up to 2, but we actually managed to CMP tie. Actually I don't actually manage to take it out. But a fast move now, very little energy there for the Pidgeot to come. I think one wing attack will take him out. I throw the Stone Edge. He now stays in his Pidgeot. He's now going to actually throw a charge move before he throws the Thunder. I throw the Thunder Punch. Does he shield? He no shields it. In the back he's got a Trevenant. It's not good for me. Trevenant good against both the Pokemon. If I can tell, he's got Brutal Swing to do some damage. Opponent shields the first one. I'm going to get to the next one. Definitely have to shield here on my side. Is the Seed Bomb here. I should outpace it now because it takes me 3 Volt Switches and then 2 Volt Switches to get to the next Brutal Swing. Gonna throw the first one here. Let's see, the opponent actually has to shield it, and then I get to the next one before he does, and this should bring it quite low or take it out, and it barely takes it out. I switch into my Cresselia and then one fast move takes it out. There's GG's. Coming to the next battle, we got Grigas against Ampharos. This is good for me. I can at least get my back Pokemon to avoid it. Gonna throw the Brutal Swing. Let's see if the opponent does shield. That's a decent amount of damage. Opponent now gonna throw a charge move. I shield it. It is actually the Dark Pulse. I know I get to the next Brutal Swing before he does, so it's a bit over farm there, but opponent does a brilliant catch there into Tapu Fini. I'm gonna see if I can at least build up to now a Thunder Punch and then switch out. I know that Cresselia's got a good matchup against Tapu Fini, even if he throws the Moon Blast here. Let's hope there's no debuff here. He throws the Moon Blast and no debuff. I throw the Grass Knot here. I was thinking of undercharging it, but actually even if I went for Excellent, wouldn't have taken it out. I'm not thinking. I'm gonna look to farm down here and throw a charge move on Grigas. But opponent does a good swap there and throws his charge move. I don't want to go 2 shield down, so I no shield. All my energy going to waste here. I'm gonna look to here farm down now. Let's see what the opponent does have in the back. Is he gonna come back with Tapu Fini? I don't think so, but he's almost dead. He comes in actually with a Shadow Skuntank. I throw the first Thunder Punch here. He actually shields. He's gonna throw the next one. Should expect him to no shield. Now this is quite a tricky situation here. It's VIRIZION. VIRIZION does do neutral damage with the Sacred Swords. He shields it. Gonna now look to throw. He's throwing now a charge move. I should have known better for him to throw the Crunch here, but even if I didn't shield it, look at this Poison Jabs taking me out. I actually throw the Sacred Sword, but guess what? The opponent does an amazing sex swap there onto his Tapu Fini, and this should be GG's. If this is a Crunch, I still survive, but guess what? It's the Flamethrower that I can do. Very well played there by my opponents. Just GG's. Next matchup, we have Shadow Ampharos against Drapion. Opponent switches on to Machamp. I switch out into my Cresselia. This is good for me. Opponent not going to fire for charge move. If this is the payback, I still do survive. And guess what? The opponent does have payback. Now I'm a bit worried because if he does shield, he can actually win switch advantage. And I don't want to see VIRIZION on the Drapion. Opponent not going to fire for charge move. I'm going to shield. This one is the cross chop for sure. I'm going to go 2 over and now through this Grass Knot. Let's see if the opponent does want to go 2 shields down, and I'm lucky enough the opponent doesn't. But look at all the farm that this Drapion is now gonna get. Get to this Moon Blast, but because this Drapion is Excel, it takes it like a champ. Gonna now come in with my Ampharos. Opponent gonna throw a charge move. I no shield the first one in case it is the Crunch and I get a debuff. It is the Crunch but no debuff. Gonna go straight now here for the Thunder Punch. Let's say the opponent shield, no shield from the opponent. I switch at 9 into my VIRIZION, looking to at least double kick. He throws a Crunch. It's good for me, but I actually ended up getting the debuff. This is not so great now because of the debuff. Now it's going to do more damage to me. He shields the first one, which is a Stone Edge. He's now going to throw a charge move. I'm debating if this is going to be a bait, but he actually goes for the hard hitting move. So a bit of a misplay there on my side. I know even if I do throw the Thunder Punch, it's going to not take out the Tapu Fini, and he should be able then to water gun me down, and that's GG's. Bit of a bait from the opponent. Jumping to the next battle. Horrible lead. We have Ampharos against G-First. Gonna go straight into my Cresselia. Opponent doesn't switch out. I'm not sure if he wants to maybe chip and dip. Let's see what he does here. I throw the grass knot. He no shielded. He's gonna now go for a charge move. I no shielded. I know Cresselia can take this earthquake like a champ. He then catches on his own Cresselia, which is not bad for me. Grass knot does do decent amount of damage. Ideally, I would like to go for the Moonblast to try and get a debuff. Opponent now gonna fire off, he actually doesn't fire for charge me before me, I throw before him. Doing his Moonblast, hoping for a debuff, and no debuff here on my side. Opponent now gonna throw his charge move. He's over farming beautifully, keeping excessive energy in case I do decide to swap out. Opponent now throw another Moonblast here. Let's see if I can get a debuff. This can want to change the matchup, but at least make it a bit difficult for him. But no debuff there on his side. He's now gonna fire off another charge move. I actually do end up shielding. This is the Moonblast. I'm going to now bait him with the grass knot. Let's see if he does shield on his side, thinking maybe if I can get VIRIZION on the G-First would be good for me. He actually does end up shielding. I'm now debating if I can go for 2 grass knots to take him out, but I actually end up no shielding that, and the opponent snipes me down with a Giratina. This is not bad for me. At least I know that I got VIRIZION on the G-First. Opponent gonna fire for charge with the Dragon Claw. I got this brutal swing that's gonna do super effective to this Giratina. Don't think he's going to shield the first one, and he no shield. It does a decent amount of damage. 2 brutal swings will definitely take out this Giratina. Let's see if he wants to shield this one here, and he actually does want to shield it. He's now gonna fire for another charge move. I think that my win condition is VIRIZION, so I switch on to my VIRIZION here. 1 Stone Edge should take it out. Opponent now gonna throw another charge move. This opponent actually played pretty well if I remember now correctly. Look at this from the opponent. What a beast. He catches on to his tongue first. I throw the hard hitting move and does barely nothing to it. I'm not gonna throw the Sacred Sword. Maybe a misplay here. Should have undercharged it and then look to farm down, so I got the Stone Edge ready for either the Giratina or the Cresselia that comes in, because it would have taken it out. Many should now farm down. Not a lot of energy there. I think he should come in with his Giratina here, and yeah, even if I no shield here, this will take me out, or he should get to another one. But as you can see, the timer is coming up, so maybe if I did get to the Stone Edge and throw, I would have won, because the timer, he would have 2 Pokemon to 1. But unlucky, they very well played. Jumping to the next matchup, Ampharos against Shadow Wall Rain. This is good for me. Opponent was switching out, thinking maybe he's got something weak to Ampharos in the back. Could be a Charizard. That's what they normally pair well with. I managed to get one Volt Switch through. They're gonna definitely shield it. Is the Icicle Spear. Gonna now throw the charge move. Wait for the opponent to throw first, then I throw mine, so I don't waste my Thunder Punch on something that's not super effective. I ended up switching out, trying to catch the Icicle Spear, or just to see what he's got in the back. He's actually got a Trevenant. Not good for me, but I know that 2 Moonblast here would bring it close or take it out. He's gonna throw a charge move. Shadow Ball will definitely not take me out from this range, so I no shield and I throw the Moonblast. But with CMP, he's got the Seed Bomb ready to go. Not bad for me. I no shield it. I know I can come in with my Ampharos, get a bit of extra energy, and the Brutal Swing will take it out. I threw a Brutal Swing actually immediately, because I know he was gonna get to the Seed Bomb, and his Wall Rain got energy as well. He now comes back in with his Wall Rain. He's gonna throw a charge move. I shield here on my side. Is the Icicle Spear. I switch out into my VIRIZION. I can take this Icicle Spear better on VIRIZION than Ampharos, and in the back he's actually got a Talon Flame. This is good for me. Look at the Stone Edge, gonna take him out of here, and boom shakalaka, he's out of there, and then 2 double kicks should take it out, and that's GG's. Very well played. Then in the next battle, amazing lead. We got Charizard. He switches out into Wall Rain. I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's not bad for me. Gonna throw the Thunder Punch. Let's see if the opponent does shield. He no shielded. I'm gonna come in my Cresselia. Reason why I swap into Cresselia is because Cresselia's got a bad matchup against Charizard, and now that he's low enough, I'm gonna at least look to get as much energy, or at least take him out, so that Charizard has to throw at least 2 Blast Burns. But I end up CMP dying. Misplay there. I was doubting if I should undercharge it, but I said let me just rather take it out. He's gonna come in with his Charizard here. Gonna throw the Moonblast. Not gonna do super effective. Let's hope I can at least get a debuff here, and I don't get the debuff here. He's now gonna build up tons of energy. Definitely almost has 2 Blast Burns or 2 Blast Burns. He throws the first one. It does take me out. Gonna come in with my Ampharos here. Gonna now fire for charge move. I'm definitely gonna shield here. It is a Dragon Claw bait, which is not bad for me. Opponent's got a Swampert in the back. I come in now with my VIRIZION. Anything the Swampert throws, not super effective, so I don't have to really shield it. Lucky it's not a Shadow Swampert. He's gonna now fire off the first charge move. The Hydro Cannon, look at that. Does barely nothing to me. Opponent now gonna fire off another charge move. This should be definitely the Hydro Cannon as well. I no shield it, and he's actually got a third Hydro Cannon, which I no shield it. Gonna now fire off this Sacred Sword. Let's see if the opponent should definitely shield because he doesn't want Swampert dead, as that is actually his win condition. We both simultaneously swap out. I go straight for the Brutal Swing, and he catches on his Charizard, which is not bad. I just now need to get to one Brutal Swing. I sneak in a Volt Switch. I know that Ampharos wins CMP against Swampert, sorry, I forgot his name there, and the opponent knows it and he concedes the match, and that's GG's. Next matchup, also a good lead here, Ampharos against Tapu Fini. He switches out into Drapion. None of my Pokemon are back. I really want to see Drapion. I'm gonna allow him to throw the first one in case I get a debuff. No debuff there. Gonna throw one more Volt Switch. Now go straight for the Thunder Punch. Let's see if the opponent wants to shield it. He no shields it on his side. I throw one Volt Switch. He throws his charge move, and it is the Aqua Tail. Now I see that he's got an Aqua Tail Crunch. I can come into my VIRIZION and look to farm down and have tons of energy for the Tapu Fini if he does decide to come back in. The opponent actually does get a debuff. Not good for me. He actually comes in with Steelix, so this is quite good for me. At least my Cresselia gets to kind of avoid it, and Cresselia can handle Tapu Fini. Gonna go now for another Sacred Sword. Opponent should definitely start shielding here. He's now gonna throw a charge move. I think if it wasn't for the debuff from the Drapion, I wouldn't have shielded this. I doubted myself and I actually did end up shielding it. Maybe I would have survived. I think the shield would have come in handy later, but let's see how this matchup turns out. Opponent now gonna fire off another charge move. This should definitely be the Psychic Fang and take me out. I'm now just waiting for my timer to go down. I actually come in on my Cresselia. Gonna throw now the Grass Knot. I know the opponent can throw Crunch, but Crunch doesn't do so much damage as Steelix is more of a defense Pokemon or attacking Pokemon. Opponent now gonna fire off a charge move, which is the Crunch. Let's hope for no debuff here, and I didn't see if I actually did get a debuff there. Gonna now throw the Grass Knot. This should take it out, and barely does. He comes in now with his Tapu Fini. Gonna throw the Grass Knot here, and I know I've already got a Thunder Punch stored, and look at this. Switch out, throw the Thunder Punch, and this should be GG's. Very well played. Nothing the opponent can do there. He actually surrenders the matchup. So I'm into the next battle. We got Ampharos against Drapion. Don't want to see the back Pokemon again. Don't want to see this, depending on what his moveset also is. Hope he doesn't have Sludge Bomb. Crunch. Gonna throw the Thunder Punch. Opponent actually shields the first one. He's now gonna fire for charge move. I no shield, knowing that I don't need to shield the first one, and I actually do get a debuff, so I have to definitely shield the next one. I'm gonna fire off a charge move. It is the Aqua Tail, so this is good for VIRIZION. Gonna throw the Thunder Punch here and hopefully look to catch on my VIRIZION, or actually swap out into VIRIZION. Opponent now gonna build up a bit extra and switches out into his Alola Ninetales. Gonna go straight for the Stone Edge in case the opponent doesn't want to shield and does a decent amount of damage. Now I know one Sacred Sword should take it out. Let's see if the opponent wants to actually farm it down. He doesn't. He allows it to go through. He comes in as Giratina to actually rather farm down. This is not good for me. Giratina with energy can threaten both my Pokemon in the back, even though I have Brutal Swing and Moonblast. And he actually does go for the farm down. I'm going to come in Cresselia because I know Cresselia can take this Shadow Sneaks like a champ. I'm surprised that Giratina is still running Shadow Sneak because most of them are running Ancient Power now. He throws a charge move, is a Crunch. I actually end up shielding, thinking I can get to this Brutal Swing before, but I cannot do that. Maybe a bit of a misplay there on my side. Should have let Ampharos go down. I know now he's got a shield and I don't have a shield. That could maybe cost me the game. Opponent now going to throw another Shadow Sneak. Even though Cresselia is quite thick, I need to get to 2 Moonblast and hope for at least the debuff on his side. To the first Moonblast, opponent does shield, no debuff. Gonna almost get to the next one. This should barely take me out. Let's hope that the Moonblast can take him out. Gonna fire up the Moonblast. Does it take him out? And it barely takes him out, and he wins, and that's GG's. Very well played. I must say I did pretty well with this team. I was a bit doubtful to use the Shadow Ampharos, but after I seen how he climbed, he's on the leaderboard 3,400. So kudos for the team. Thank you so much. Team worked quite well. Definitely will try and push for Legend with it. We do have a rotation coming off tomorrow. Hope you guys are almost at Legend, or if not already hit Legend. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.